Aviation is such a phenomenal market. It's such an interesting place. There's such passionate people that it's going to come back to the human factor. Look at all the other industries that have gone technology heavy. Yes, we want things quicker and faster. We want to be able to put things on our app and request things. But at the end of the day, there's still a human touch to that. There's still a human connection. And this industry has that. I don't think anyone's ever going to want to say, I don't want a body sitting in the front of that aircraft. This industry and the people that are doing the work are what separates us, and you've got to get in it.
We're here on the convention floor of NBAA 2017, and we're about to speak to Elaine Lapotosky at Jet Professionals. I'm most interested in hearing a conversation around what they see in the industry from the standpoint of recruiting and this whole idea of the pilot shortage. So let's go have a conversation. Hey, Nick Tarasio here with Elaine Lapotosky. She's the Director of Operations for Jet Professionals. So Elaine, one of the reasons why I was excited about talking to you today is I feel that the conversation around hiring and crews and all this fear around the pilot shortage and the maintenance staff shortage, it's kind of a known thing that a lot of people are not only exiting private aviation to go to commercial, but they're even exiting the aviation industry, and a lot of those skills are going into other places. Like I know Disney hires aircraft mechanics and things like that. So from your perspective, how do we do something about that? How do we stop that happening?
Well, again, I think we have to get more creative how we entice people to stay in. It's not just the financial aspect, it's the work-life balance. When you look at the commercial aviation sector, people are joining and going back because they have a kind of a set schedule. Family does matter, family counts, and when we can't figure out how to match that, that becomes a challenge for us when it comes to recruitment. They're not only leaving the industry, but they're going to automotive, they're going into the yachting industry. People are not hanging on to that fence anymore, looking through and saying, I want to be in there. That's kind of changed a bit. So we have to get in sooner. We have to get into universities and colleges. We have to get with the training vendors and say what ab initio programs can we develop to bring them into the market sooner than we have in the past.
So it seems that in the last couple of years, especially being inside of a charter company, I think most people's solution was just throw more money at the problem.
Right.
Is that really solving it? Or like you said, is the quality of life piece, is that kind of the critical piece that we need to be optimizing
The
around?
quality of life is predominant. When you look at any survey results, quality of life is number one. Salary is number two. It's not even, it could be even number three to some extent. When I make a decision to hire someone or bring someone into the organization, they are looking at the whole scope. It is not just about the financials. They've got family to consider, they've got travel, they've got nights away from family members. So when you're looking at the total dynamic and the benefit offering, that is a huge component of it.
So when a company comes to you and says, look, we gotta get more pilots, are you looking at the whole company holistically? Are you saying, hey, look, I mean, yeah, we can go out and try to source for you, but here's internally some of the things you're going to have to face. Is it because it used to be, hey, here's some money, go find me a person. Is it not that anymore?
It's not that anymore. I mean, certainly the goal is for the Jet Professionals team is to go into a flight department and an organization and look at what's currently working. What are some of the challenges? What are some of the hiring challenges that you've had? So much more now. You're having further departments involved with the aviation group. You've got HR, procurement, risk. That 10 years ago, you didn't have that involvement. You had just the flight department kind of working independently on their own, making hiring decisions. But when you add HR and you add procurement and other factors to that, it changes it. So you have to get in and dig deep. What makes the flight department successful? Why do I want to be here? What is your company culture, and why would I want to come join that?
How have things grown for you as a company? How have you seen just general growth for recruiters in general? Has that accelerated quite a bit over the last couple of years?
So it's interesting. I mean, the recruitment process has always been the same. I mean, our goal is to get people quicker, faster, better. But technology, I think, is kind of the direction of which way we're going. We're all pulling from the same pool. So the recruitment strategy is different. It's about the relationship. And what we pride ourselves on at Jet Professionals is the individual relationships we have, not only with our customer, but our secondary customer are those employees.
So when you think to, what gets you up in the morning, like what's your why? What keeps you at this company and doing this kind of work?
The potential. The infinite amount of potential that we have on the staffing side. I mean, we are the people movers. We're the staffing solution to the industry, and every day is a challenge for us. Every day something new comes in our door. We've got a very passionate team. We've got pilots, we've got flight attendants, we've got technicians, we've got a couple hockey moms in there. I mean, it is the passion of what we do. All of us come from a staffing background, so every day we get to wake up and get a new challenge every day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the time today.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
My biggest takeaway from that was really at the end of the day, it's not just the money. And I think most people think you could just throw more money at people and the problem goes away and you'll have more, more staff, more pilots, more mechanics. But in reality, I think we need to get more creative. We need to really look at that quality of life piece. And the reality is with people leaving our industry, it's not really a shortage at the end of the day. What it really is an opportunity for us to give them a reason to stay and to inspire new people to enter our industry.